Hello, welcome to another episode of 3-point perspective. Now in here we just do a quick 3-point perspective sketch, maybe pertaining to some orientation views, maybe ant's eye view or bird's eye view. So we just stick to the the stuff that we learned previously about the 3-point perspective. Now let's start. I'm going to draw a small one. Okay, small one. Over here maybe the horizon. First is first horizon. Okay, yeah, that's it, done. Okay, now I'm going to put the third vanishing point somewhere over here. This is my canvas. Okay, because if I put the third vanishing point very close, it will be like very congested. So I'm going to draw something like that over here. And let's say majorly if you see all type of 3-point perspective, you can see a lot of buildings and all this stuff, everything together, right? So yeah, you can draw. We will add building also into this, but let's see what else we can do with 3-point perspective, right? Let's see what we can do. Let's see. So ant's eye view, when it comes, yeah, let's make a small church over there. Okay, not a church. Okay, we will have something which is like let's see what will be coming. First we will just start. We will just start the line. Maybe it's something like a house or something. This one, this one. I'll roughly make it. You don't have to be 100% perfect in making that, but should have an idea about when or where it should be ending and to which side it should be oriented. That's only agenda. Okay, now I'm going to keep this a little bit down over here. Okay, I think that's enough. Now yeah, I got an idea. Let's make, since it is an end to end point perspective, let's make an and all by itself. Okay, so there is a pavement which I want to draw over here. So this is some some fence or something. I'm not sure what it is. We're going to see about that. And we'll put some tree over here as well, some vegetation, and we're going to draw an ant over here and the pavement over here. Okay, so pavement we cannot see, because from an ant's point of view, pavement is a little bit higher, right? So I'm going to put the pavement height somewhere over here, or you can say pedestrians park path or whatever. Okay, now yeah, that's the pavement height, and this is road, and this is some part of the building, maybe the fence, and it will be extending till here somewhere. Okay, so I'm just want to draw, just took account of this vanishing point. Okay, this vanishing point, I'll show it a little bit down, this vanishing point. Okay, else it won't get confused. Okay, this one. Okay, now this one is completed. We'll add some other details also, maybe. Okay, that's it. So now what will happen is that this is a pavement, and this maybe the fence of the house. We are not drawing the house all by itself, but the fence of the house, and on top of the fence maybe you can see some what do you call, some details, right? So I'm going to do that detail. Maybe I'll extend this one, as well towards here, so that gave me some room for giving same way, extend it over here, from this point to extend it over here. Now we made something like this, right? Okay, and I'm going to give a little bit depth over here. So what I will do is that, okay, referring to this one, okay, and the height, again I'm going to do repeat the same, this point to this point. Yeah, see, almost done. Now, since I completed this much, what I will do is that I will just uh, try to repeat. No, I don't want to repeat the same over there because it's all about saving time, right? So maybe I can put a sphere on top to show that it is some form of light or something. Sphere do come in perspective, but in here we just simply put like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that you have seen that the fence, right? So on the fence might be some decorations and all the stuff will be there. So just repeating the same thing here, a bit higher from here to here, and you can see some railings and all those kind of stuff. So from referring to that, I'm going to repeat the same over here. Okay, just the same way you can do over here as well. Maybe start from here to here. Okay, I think that's it. Now we also told that we want to draw some trees, right? So let's see, the tree also should also, since it has a vertical height, right? So it should confine to where is this vanishing point, right? So I'm going to draw a line over here, and referring to this line, I'm going to draw the tree. So maybe I will take this line somewhere over here, because yeah, tree sometimes will be on the pavement itself, right? Yeah, so just simply drawing it. And since it's a pavement, it gets cut over here, right? And we can just use some canopies, the leaves and all the stuff like that, right? There is always a room for improvement. Maybe a couple of the part of the tree might be inside the fence. Okay, if you don't know, so something like that. Okay, maybe see. Okay, now let's see whether we can draw another tree over here, but not too close like this, but maybe referring to this one, maybe I can draw. Yeah, it gets cut over here, this vanishing point. I'm going to make it plain over here, just referring to the horizon, right? Okay, so we have got two trees over there. Okay, now we got our fence, and now sometimes we can see some animals. So to give in perspective, we can also put other objects also. It need not necessarily that it should always be in an architectural stuff or something. Okay, so this is a pavement as we mentioned. So I'm going to give a small curvature over here, because sometimes the pavement, though they are sharp sometimes, we can also see which is like very much curved out, right? The very edge. Yeah, so this much is done. Now on the further vicinity, you can still show something like that. Yeah, that's it. Now what I'm going to do right now is that to put in perspective, okay, to put in perspective how huge the stuff is, I'm going to draw the major element. As I always mention, I always prefer to draw one major object, or the prime focus should be on one object. Then from there onwards we build up the story, right? So to build that, I'm going to draw an ant. Okay, so to do the same, because what I'm going to do is that here is our horizon, don't forget that. So referring to this one and this one, okay, these two lines I got from this one and this one and this one. I'm going to make a small cube kind of structure. You see that? See? Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fill in that. I'm going to divide that into 3 equal parts, referring to this the same one. Okay, referring to the same vertical reference. I'm going to divide it into same. The first one I'm going to make like an egg, the second one also an egg, and the third one also an egg. Okay. Okay, so obviously you guys got that is an ant, right? So I'm going to show some other parts of his body, like the leg on that side, leg on this side. Yeah, from referring to that one, leg on this side. 4 legs, sorry, 3 legs, right? Yeah, 3 legs on one side, total 6 legs. Okay, yeah, that much is completed. Now I'm going to put 2 antennas over here. Yeah, see, that's an ant, right? So we got the major prime focus over here, right? Prime focus over here, and our background over here. Now if you're still feeling that okay, how this is going to get visualized, if you want any other element, you always have the liberty to add another extra element to this, right? So maybe what else we can do? Oh, we can put a cat in perspective over here. Okay, maybe looking at the no, it will be like too much chaos if I be putting cat over here. Okay, so let's see what we can put. Yeah, let's figure it out. Let just finish this and then we can figure it out. Okay, there is always a chance of improving your sketch, and the stuff that you can add to it, there is always, no one is limiting it. If I be asking you, let's figure it out whether we can add a cat to it. If a cat be coming, how it will be looking, that also be hard to see, right? Cats don't eat ants, right? Yeah, I think so. What else will be ants? Okay, let's see. Cat won't eat. No, let's give the cat another chance. No, let's give the ant another day to live. So let's finish this thing. Okay, I'm going to start from here. Quick shading. I just want to give some details. Maybe you can see ants. Some ants are solitary creatures, but others they prefer to be living in a society, right? So if there is one ant, there is always a chance that you will find a colony over there. So maybe I can make another ant in front of him, right? So repeating the same procedure, I'm just going to give another ant. Okay, and some details over here. Maybe some other ants are also there. Maybe some might be on this. Who knows? Yeah, let's give that much is enough. And now we're going to give some shading over here. Yeah, we can. So to put in perspective, since there's a payment, there is always garbage will be there, right? So, yeah. So let's make garbage something. Okay, in reference to that one. In reference to that one again. Okay, so in here I'm going to show you one technique, because I'll be making the entire stuff using this 3 vanishing point, right? So what if, imagine there's something which is kept over there which is tilted. Okay, for example, imagine that there is a object which is like not in a line to that one. That cases is there, that's in nature, right? So we cannot say everything will be in alignment with though it is truth, but sometimes the object gets shifted or anything. So I'm going to you do another step over here. This is very interesting. The thing is that I'm going to refer to this vanishing point over here. Okay, another vanishing point I've taken. What I will do is that, keeping reference to the rest others, I'm going to make another a slanted object. Okay, slanted or something which is like, yeah, I'm referring to this vanishing point only. To make it easier, make another line. I just simply make a small circle. Okay, and what I will do is that I will, since it is coming like that, just keep it like that. Okay, since you feel like it is kept on top of the pavement and you can see it a little bit. Okay, so what I will make this guy is like what can I make this guy? It's like a can, right? It's like a can, so you can see the details of this can over here. Maybe it get opened up, right? Something like this is there. Okay, a can. Maybe I will put another can also here, so that we can get an understanding what exactly this is. Sometimes if you show this to someone, they will ask me, they will ask you what is that. So there is always, you can give another reference. So referring to the same stuff over here, orthogonal lines, I'm going to do another box. Okay, maybe within that box, okay, the box is constructed, you can see the box, right? This one. So within that box I'm going to make the same way a sphere. Okay, okay, and a straw can be like, that's it, done. And you can write whatever. Yeah, I think the easiest one is to write a circle. I need to check the height of the can. Okay, I think this is a bit shorter than what it is. It should be about this much height. I'm not sure, but just check it. Only thing you have to is increase this guy. So maybe I will write Pepsi or something like that. And I believe it is something like this. I'm correct. Okay. So now you go. Now you go to so you can understand easily what exactly it is, right? So I believe you get an overall idea how small the ant is right now, right? Now the only thing which is left is shading. So let's quickly finish it. So there is something which is called as space perspective or atmospheric perspective that we will cover. So there is something which is very interesting about that. You come across in your day-to-day life. You can see what exactly it is. Okay, now give some shading to this guy and some shading to this guy. It's a bit aluminium kind of stuff, so the very edge. Okay, maybe a little bit, not too much, but yeah, a little bit of shading on the trees, on the here as well. can shade it a bit over there. Try to give less shade. I mean, let's shade to the very last corner, something like that, because it will actually give you the vibe that it is in an elevated position. Okay, so yeah. Okay. I want to give too much shading over there. Maybe a little bit over here. Okay, so there you go, a 3-point perspective from Ant's point of view. Okay. Just quickly doing some random tree kind of structure, the leaf or something like that. Maybe I can just take over the side as well. It's like the tree is crashing onto the wall, right? But it's okay, fine, because it's tree. We cannot predict how it is will be growing until unless it is like topiary. It's fine. Okay. The way everything will be. Okay. Yeah, so the light is coming from here. Maybe I can show, no, not needed. It's better sometimes if you don't give shadows, it will actually itself is like good, it's like an artistic touch. But if you still want to remain justified to the natural elements of shadow, shading and all the stuff, yeah, you can give the shadow, but sometimes it is better if you don't give shadows, like for some illustrative work or something which is like something which actually demands attention, like for example this ant. The moment if I give the shadow, it will be like a bit, but if I give it like an artistic touch, like giving colors only to the parts which is in the center focused area, it will be making sense, right? So but still, let's see, a small shadow is enough. Okay, maybe the ants are all marching towards this Coca-Cola or Pepsi can. They want to actually shows how huge it is. On the here as well, maybe there are bits of paper and all the stuff. No, I don't want to complicate stuff anymore, so I think this much is enough. Okay, you can always add, if I suggest you, if you want to how to improvise it further, maybe you can also show some paper cuttings or something over here. Okay, and you can show like ants are marching, so that will actually give you something which is like very familiar, not like out of the gloom stuff, but something which is like a newspaper. Okay, or yeah, or some notice or something which everyone is familiar with. So you can place that thing over here, and that actually will give you how huge how small the ant is. Okay, so always have the room for doing improvisation like that. I leave it up to you people. Be creative, Don't worry about this thing. It's very easy, as you can see. Like only thing that you need to practice it. You have to practice it, and you have to understand the basic concept. That's it. Okay, very easy. Okay, that's it. Voila, the job is done. Now, oh yeah, forgot. Sorry. How can we finish our work without drawing a bird here? Come on. So let's draw some pigeons. Maybe they should contain within the perspective. I'm going to draw some lines over here. Okay, I'm going to draw. Okay, hold the pencil like this. Okay. I'll draw someone next to that also, doing the same procedure, clapping wings. Same way, 1, 2, and there. Okay, maybe. You can see some pigeons gliding like this, right? While they do the gliding, they always try to keep their tail feathers like broad open, if I'm correct. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. Okay. So please do experiment a lot. Don't worry. Okay, if you take mistake, it's fine. And always ask me if you have any doubt. Okay, then that's it. Hope you understood. So this is a 3-point perspective, and next time onwards, rather than drawing orthogonal lines, just try to assume it will be there. That will actually boost up your visualization skill. That's my suggestion, a tip which you can actually refer to, because at the end of the day, what everyone is looking forward to find a beautiful picture without any unnecessary lines and all that stuff. You can rub it off. That's a good thing, but why can't we play safe in the first place itself, right? So draw lines, and then try to just draw some small slight lines, and then try to do without lines, solely referring the lines, and then everything will be set for you. And always don't forget to add some details as well. So all the best.